Welcome back to my 13 Days of Dragon Ball Z mini-series, where I'm going to review each of the 13 original films in the Dragon Ball Z franchise. Today's movie is The World's Strongest, also known by Toei's English title, The Strongest Guy in the World. It was released soon after The Dead Zone, and is the second movie to be branded by the Dragon Ball Z property. The general premise for this particular film is that Dr. Koshin summoned Shenron, and wishes for the ice that Dr. Euro is trapped in is thawed. During the course of the film, it is explained that 50 years ago, Koshin encased Euro's mind into a cyborg creature of sorts, and made 3 artificial minions that fight for Z-Warriors in this movie. Anyway, eventually they kidnap Bulma and Muten Roshi, interrogating him over where the strongest guy in the world is. Bulma states that it is Son Goku as he approaches the laboratory. From here, it's all out action. The beginning of this film is slower than the previous movie, as Gohan and Oolong hunt for the Dragon Balls themselves to wish for, well, underwear. Now this movie kinda reminded me of the Goku vs Vegeta fight back on Earth, with the beam struggle and all, and the Spirit Bomb being used as our last attempt to defeat Euro. This movie was very enjoyable to rewatch, although I liked Dead Zone a touch more because it went into the action a little more quickly and I felt it had a better backstory. I felt that The World's Strongest dragged on a little too much, just a fraction. But the action was solid once it started. The 2 main villains of the movie were very interesting and had sort of a Frankenstein vibe about them, which I really dug. Although, the villain is a little too similar to the previous one in their movie series, where they just want revenge on the Earth and typically just take over the planet. This also marks the first time Goku uses the Kaioken technique in the original movie series, and he uses it quite a few times throughout. Furthermore, the utilization of minor characters was nice, and the whole narrative flowed well, with the exception of the third act when it kinda dragged on. The choreography of the action scenes were nicely done, since they were very fast and fluid indeed. Once again, everyone's voiceover quality was spot on, with a killer performance from Dr. Koshin especially. Masako Nozawa and the rest of the cast do a fine job with their respective characters, of course. One other thing I enjoy is the backstory of Dr. Euro, since it's pretty much about a scientist gone mad, and he takes his frustration out in a world storyline, like a 50s Frankenstein horror movie. Overall, this movie is entertaining with interesting plot devices. I think that Goku could have relied less on the Kaioken technique and more on his wits and fighting skills, like in a Dead Zone film. But that's just me nitpicking. I'd give this movie a 3.5 out of 5 Dragon Balls. See you later!